this is Catherine of Fit Armadillo, the fitness company that lets you enjoy fitness at your place and your pace. And I'm here today because it is Tighten and Tone Tuesday. When I meet with a new personal training client for the first time, their biggest concern is how they can get the most results in the shortest period of time. When my clients ask me this, I know a lot of them expect me to talk to them about supplements, which, unless your doctor has recommended for you personally, I don't believe in and I don't recommend, and that's a whole subject for another video, so stay tuned for when I make that. But what I do recommend for both my weight loss and sports-specific training clients is the world's cheapest weight loss and sports performance drink, and that is water. In this video, I'm going to talk to you all about water. We'll talk about why water is so important for your body, whether you're looking to lose weight or perform better in your sport of choice. We'll talk about how much water you should be getting on a daily basis. And finally, I'll give you some tips for figuring out if you've actually met your hydration requirements for the day without having to measure every single ounce that you're drinking and every single ounce that you're getting through the foods that you eat. So let's get started. Water is so important to our bodies because most of our body is made up of water. If we look at our muscles, 75% of our muscle tissue is actually made of water. So if you're interested in exercising or performing in a sport and you don't have enough water, you can see how very quickly you could run into problems since your muscles are the ones that are driving you through that exercise routine or sporting event. Water is also essential because it transports nutrients to our cells and helps us remove waste from those cells. So it's really important in digestion and helping us lose weight because it's involved in that process. Water is so important that we could only live for 1 week without having any water. I could go on and on about all the reasons why water is important and its role in helping our bodies function properly, but I'm going to move on for now because I think you get the idea. So we've established that water is important, but how much water do you actually need? If you're a woman, you need to be getting 91 ounces of water a day if you're not active. And if you're a man, you need to be getting around 125 ounces of water a day, again, if you're not active. What does 91 ounces of water even look like? Let's check it out. One of these water bottles is about 17 ounces. So if you are thinking about your 91 ounces of water in terms of water bottles this size, you're going to need to drink around 5 water bottles. This is a lot of water. What do you do if you don't want to be drinking all of this water during the day? The good news is that this 91 ounces of water for women and 125 ounces of water for men can come from other drinks besides water, and it can also come from the foods that you eat. So I want you to take a second here and think about foods that you eat that have a lot of water versus foods that you might eat that don't have very much water. Foods that have a lot of water are things like fruits and vegetables. Things that don't have a lot of water are things like processed foods. So cookies, crackers, anything that is processed is not going to have very much water at all, if any. All the more reason for you to make sure that you're eating healthy if you're looking to lose weight or enhance your sports performance. Now, it's all great that we know that we need 91 ounces of water if we're women and 125 ounces a day if we're men. But if 80% of this is coming from our drinks and 20% of this is coming from food, it seems kind of like a mathematical nightmare. How are we going to measure the water, especially that's coming from our food, during the day? I don't want you to stress out about this because I actually have a very simple, easy way to figure out if you're hydrated during the day and you don't even need to measure anything. This tip actually comes from my high school cross-country coach. And the tip is that when you go to the bathroom, you want to make sure that everything is clear and copious. So what this means is that you want to make sure your urine is clear or a pale yellow and that there's a lot of it. If you have really bright yellow urine, it's an indication that you are dehydrated and not getting enough water. Now, these guidelines that I've given you today are just for sedentary individuals. So once you get to be more active, you'll actually need to have more water. You can use my clear and copious tip to make sure you're hydrated if you are an avid exerciser or athlete. Or you can tune in next week where I'm going to discuss 5 tips for hydration before, during, and after your exercise or athletic event. So I want you to take action now. Leave a comment below telling me how you are going to enjoy more water, the world's cheapest weight loss and sports drink, this week. I'd love to hear about the foods that you're going to incorporate in your daily routine so that you're making sure you're getting water from those foods, or some tips and strategies that you use to make sure you're drinking enough water during the day. Did you enjoy this video? I know I loved sharing my tip about keeping everything clear and copious. If you learned something from this video, I would love for you to share it with your family and friends and on social media so we can spread the word about proper hydration and my little fun tip. Thank you so much for stopping by for this week's Tighten and Tone Tuesday. I look forward to reading your thoughts in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you next week where I'll share with you my 5 tips for making sure you're properly hydrated while you're exercising. I hope you have a great week and a great workout, and I'll see you soon.